One of the things that really make things special, especially for our community, is the privilege we have to have some great sports events and sports teams. Our special guest with us today is Kirc Roland, who in 2001 became the athletic director at Lower Columbia College. Under his direction and guidance, the Devils have won 12 consecutive NWAC titles, 7 of those in softball, 3 in baseball, and 2 in men's basketball. We have an awfully great privilege for somebody that really pays attention to the youth and to what's taking place in our communities and how to build and grow. All of those athletes excel in all their education. So it's not just sports, it's education also. And it's our privilege this year to provide for the championships for the Northwest Athletics Association here in Longview. At this time, it's my honor and my privilege to introduce a friend and a colleague who you also hear every morning on KLG radio with the news, the Honorable Kirc Roland.
First time honorable has ever been mentioned in the same sentence with me. Yes, thank you. Ken, it's very nice of you. One of the keys to success of being the athletic director at Lower Columbia is that I never play in any of the games. I figure that's a real good thing there. I would like to, my speaking fee here today, I'd like to put back in the bucket, okay? And I wanted to give, there you go. I'm not giving it to you. That's a trustworthy man right there.
Thank you. I'm sure they all agree with you.
That's right. You know, I've spoken in front of the club a few times over the years, and I always worry that, I'm going to say the same stories over and over, and I can never remember if I did, and then I look at the crowd and I go, well, they're not going to remember either, so it's no big deal. So we're all even here. It's good. It's all good. An update on the 1972 Pioneer Lions Senior Babe Ruth team, of which I was a member. Thank you very much for your sponsorship on that. A lot of them are gray, many are bald, and one has a hip replacement at this point. So thank you for your longtime sponsorship of that team. It was great. The only guy that I think still in baseball is Buddy Black, who was on that team, and so he I still have my Pioneer Lions picture in my office, because those kind of things stick with you, and I know a lot of you guys did activities, athletics, guys and gals over the years here, and so that's kind of what I'm here is to, I called Ken and I said, something, we need some help running this tournament, and of course Ken was in Florida and he was down in South Beach at a party late at night, he had some bunch of bikinis around him and stuff, and I go, well, when you get back, I don't know, maybe, but Ken's kind of a worldly guy, he's out and about, but so anyway, I think he might have got a few guys, but he wondered if I could come and maybe talk about the tournament a little bit. It's coming up over the Memorial Day weekend, which I know is not perfect for a lot of people. All I know is we've hosted this tournament the last 12 years, and I haven't been able to water ski over the Memorial Day weekend in that 12-year time. Of course, it rains every Memorial Day, so I probably wouldn't be skiing anyway, but we're hosting it again, and the 35-school conference seems to like Longview. They love our grand old ballpark, even though it's kind of crumbling away underneath of us, but they just love the people, and it never hurts when you have such a good team that is going to play in that every year. And we have to qualify our way into the tournament, and we did so. We are in already. The Red Devils won another division title, and I'm real proud of that team. Well, you talk about those championships, and I'm probably the most proud of the fact that of the 107 athletes of the 16s we have at Lower Columbia College, our overall grade point average is over 3, which is better than the entire student body at the college. So I'm awfully proud of that. We bring quality kids. Yeah, thank you. I mean, that's even bigger. So we try to get quality kids to come and continue to have to play in athletics and to go to school, and we have a clear expectation that you go to class, you go to study table, you go to practice, and you make everybody proud. And so that's what we do at LCC, and it's great. I love being a part of it. As for the tournament, it runs Thursday, May 26th through Memorial Day, Monday on the 30th. And there are 14 games over the 5 days, and so we need some help. And what we need are people that will take tickets, people that will usher some people, folks that will watch a gate. And a lot of these jobs, you actually get to watch the games as it's going on. So it's pretty easy. And so Ken, I know, has a sign-up sheet here, so anyone that would want to help, watch a little baseball in the process, we could really use your help. So I would appreciate that an awful lot. Greg put up with me when we had you guys do the chuck wagon for the last Babe Ruth World Series we did. Thank you again for that. I mean, it's amazing how much work you guys do for the community. It really is. I mean, we heard that here today as you're going through all the things that you get involved with. It's pretty impressive, and I just wish you guys as a group could have more fun doing it, because you're a little down in here, you know. You know, it's kind of a sarcasm, yeah, a little bit. Coming from the king of sarcasm right there. He's the king. But it's fun, and I just love being involved in it, and I love the Longview Kelso community. I've been here a long time. 2001 was when I was hired over there. It's been that long, huh? Wow. All right, well, hey, maybe retirement someday, who knows. Thing is, I'm having too much fun. I mean, I don't know. I have 2 jobs that I enjoy in the radio, and certainly at the college. It's awesome. So help me out. At this point, I don't know, question and answer, is that good? Is that okay? Ken, you want to start?
Tell them about the honor you have of being inducted into the Babe Ruth Hall of Fame.
Well,
Brag a little.
Well, brag a little on myself. Well, that was a surprise on the opening ceremonies of the last World Series. They kept it away from me, but the Southwest Washington Babe Ruth people inducted me into their Hall of Fame. And so I thought that was awesome. There's a man that knows the gravity of that honor right there. It's unbelievable. The rest of y'all sitting going, who cares, right? Well, that's a good point. One man's my friend, the guy with the gun. That's how I roll right there. He's a fraud. How can he be in a Hall of Fame? But that was very nice. It was very nice, and I think it was because they wanted me to continue to put these tournaments on every year as one of those, hey, give him this honor, and maybe he'll feel obligated. Babe Ruth Baseball wants to come back to Longview. They're talking 2018, and right now I'm in deep negotiation with myself on whether I want to go through this again in 2 years. So I'll probably need to make that decision in about a year or so, but I'm all for having people from all over the country and the world come to Longview and Kelso and see what we already know, what a great place it is right here. And that's why I love doing this Memorial Day tournament every year, because we get the schools from all over the Northwest, all the way from down in Roseburg, all the way up to Douglas, British Columbia, Spokane, Walla Walla, and they all come to Longview every Memorial Day weekend. And some of you may not know the quality of baseball that you were looking at in this tournament, but it is unbelievable. We did win the championship last year. It was great. We have 6 players this year from our team last year that are playing Division I baseball right now, NCAA Division I. That's crazy. It's amazing. And that's part of our mantra. We want to get these kids off to the next level, get them to a 4-year school, and have them continue to succeed on and off the field. It's pretty amazing. Our best player this year just signed to play ball next year at the University of Oklahoma. It's a little cow college in Norman, a little college out there. Apparently they like sports around there, I've heard. But so news like that is awesome. It really is. So it's pretty cool. But Ken can help you out on that. And does anybody have any questions regarding, yes?
Okay, I don't follow baseball like I do football, which these guys know is not at all.
9 innings, 3 outs.
The statement you just said about Class A, what does that mean? Title I or-
Division I. I'm sorry. Yeah, the NCAA has, that's the four-year schools, and that's the governing body for college athletics. So Division I is the big schools, like the University of Washington, University of Oregon,
Washington State.
Washington. I'm looking for the little nephew over there, the new duck that they're trying to pollute his mind by getting him to go to Oregon just because he lives in Eugene. But Washington State. So anyway, it's the highest level. It's the big boys, I guess, if you will. And Division II is like the Central Washingtons, a little smaller, but still. Division III are the liberal arts schools that don't give scholarships. And then you have the junior college ranks, and it's tremendous. It's a great opportunity for kids to reach those goals if they're not getting the respect or recruited out of high school. And so we help them out. You're welcome. No problem. Yes, sir.
Two questions. Is JM in the AM okay? He seems a little
Yeah,
down.
I don't know. He's obviously not being forthcoming of it. It was a first in my broadcast career, but about 5 minutes before we went on the air last week, it was pretty obvious that John was in distress. He had a mini stroke right before we went on the air, and it was tough. It was one of those deals where I was just kind of watching him and asking him, "Are you okay?" and all this, and then he cracked the mic to give the weather forecast, and I go, "Oh my God!" And so I went down the hallway and screamed down to Ray Byers, our producer, and said, "Get in here." And so then, meanwhile, while this is all going on, I have to start the show and I'm reading the news. So John's okay. In fact, he's back on the air this week, and I told him he's crazy. He should be home resting. You don't want to mess with that, but that was pretty scary. So he's, Mr. Tough Guy trying to, to get it out. But I wish he'd go home and rest a little bit, but he's pretty lucky we got through that. I've been with him it's been over 30 years that we've been on the air together. So that was a first, for sure, for me there. So the show must go on. I felt terrible. I wanted to just crack the mic and go, "Hey, folks, we'll get back to you in about 20 minutes, but we've got to take care of this right now." But Ray Byers did a great job. All the staff at K-Log.
Second thing,
Yes, sir.
when's your brother going to have his wine tasting open up again?
Well, I'll tell you what, it is open. It is open. He's got a new location at 11th and Florida, and it's going great right now. I don't know if anyone's been there to taste, but my brother Mark, my older brother Mark, it's the only thing I got on him right now. But he makes very good wine. He really does. And he was up on Columbia Heights at the old garage up there, and the county zoning didn't fit in that, they told him. And so anyway, he's down, and because Ken was nice enough to sign off on that, when he's down in one of the warehouses that the Lynx own down there at 11th in Florida. And they're open, and it's great. And they're open from Wednesday until Saturday from 5 to whenever they kick you out. So it's great. Please try it. Thank you for asking that. Hey, I got an ad in for my bro, huh? That's got to be worth at least one bottle right there, I would think, right? Anyone else have any questions about the general order? Yes.
What time does the function start for the games?
The first game on Thursday, the 26th, is at 9:35 in the morning. So there are 4 games on the first 2 days, 4 on Thursday, 4 on Friday, 3 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, and then the championship games on Monday afternoon. So it's easy to do, and actually we actually have a template that I can send to Ken, which actually has slots that might fit in your time frame on that. So okay, yeah, and so if you just want to leave me your name and number, and then I can call you personally and try to fit something that works if you'd like to volunteer. So that'd be great. Appreciate it. Yes, sir.
An informational moment that making me think of one of our former presidents, Oscar Curly Lemire. Some of you may remember Oscar was the last football coach at LCC and then LCC. I think it was in '62 they gave up football. And Oscar was also the starting Rick Lemire's grandfather. And Oscar was the starting guard for Oregon in the Cotton Bowl in the late 40s. Norm Van Brocklin was the starting quarterback.
The Big O. Love Oscar Lemire. Of course, he's a Lower Columbia College Hall of Famer, and he's awesome. I lived on 20th Avenue. Dick remembers down there, and Oscar, of course. We had the 20th Avenue gang. I have the distinction of being the worst athlete of all the people on the 20th Avenue gang. The Chamberlain brothers, the Laurens, the Lemirs.
Maybe for that Stan Harkey, all those days.
It's pretty impressive. The school district line went right down my back alley. The Laurens and Chamberlains were 10 feet away from being RE Long Lumberjacks all those years. And anyway, great memories. And Oscar, the one thing about Oscar the most that I've always appreciated is that he had the forethought to call everybody Curly. He never forgot anyone's name. Hey, Curly. Perfect. I wish I could have thought about that. The baseball coach at Lower Columbia College in '58. That would have.
That was Oscar. It was Oscar, I think.
Was Claude Jones still the coach there? Yes. Claude Jones. Whenever I start whining about this job being too much to be the AD, then I think about Claude. Football coach, basketball coach, baseball coach, athletic director, PE instructor. The whole program was Claude. Yeah, back in the day. That you're standing up must mean that's the hook.
That's the hook.
That's the hook. Okay. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it. Hope you can help.
Thank you. And here's a little mug that you can put a price in. And an application. You should join. All right. One announcement that I forgot to mention. I didn't even write my name down on the list. We were the only Lions Club that was acknowledged at the conference this weekend for their participation in the Northwest Lions Foundation for 2015. This is the only one they gave out that I'm aware of. I don't know, maybe I'm mistaken, but at least at the conference, that's the only presentation. It was presented by the Northwest Lions Foundation, and its appreciation to the Longview Pioneer Lions Club for their support of Northwest Lions Foundation and participation in our 2015 White Cane Days program.
They want you to go to the chairs again.
Yeah. That's for the appreciation. It ain't for me.